It was very windy last night, and as I walk outside to do the chores, I see the kind of damage it wreaked on our front porch anyway. Still windy, so I'll have to be careful when I'm out walking with the pups. There's actually one point last night where it woke me up and I thought, oh my God, that tree. I'll show you what I mean. So that tree is a giant bull pine. It's beautiful and we love it, but it's really close to the house. And if you notice, all the weight of the tree is on the house side. So if you were to cut this tree down, my husband's a really good lumberjack, but he's afraid of this one because if he screws up, and it's been known to happen, the whole garage is gonna get smashed. So that's something to save for. We need to get a tree service out to deal with this beautiful, but sadly, its days are numbered, bull pine. Good morning, Tiny. Hi. Oh my goodness. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Uh-oh, there's things in here. Hey, Tilly. How are you? Are you waiting for your breakfast? Are you hungry? Should we go for a walk first? Oh, Tilly's definitely energetic enough for a walk, hey? Yeah. Hi. Let's see what we have behind door number 8. Interesting. That should be, well, you know what? If you like sweet peppermint tea, this is the honey for you. All right, well, maiden, what have you got for me today? See if we can find a number 8 somewhere. There it is. Forest floor is the color. And there's the yarn. Beautiful. Today is a real kitchen orientated day. As in, I've been in the kitchen since very early this morning, and I will be in the kitchen until it's time to go. So I thought, since I'm here anyway, and since I love to cook and share my recipes, if you're a patron on Patreon, then you get recipes every month. And if you're a patron, you know that I absolutely adore cheesecakes. So today I thought I would share one of my favorite holiday recipes, mini peppermint candy cane cheesecakes. You're going to want to preheat your oven to 300. So in a largish bowl, you're going to mix together the graham crumbs and the melted butter. You know it's good when the graham crumbs look kind of moist like that. Then we're going to press about, I don't know, a quarter cup of graham crumbs into each of these muffin tins. I'm just using a quarter cup measuring cup to squish everything down. Then just pop these tins in the oven for 10 minutes or so. They're gonna maybe get a little bit brown. And then we're just trying to harden everything up a little bit so that it doesn't get smushy when we put the cream cheese filling on top. I was smart enough to take my cream cheese out of the oven earlier today, so it is nice and soft. I don't normally remember that, so pat myself on the back for that one. All right, so our cream cheese is what we start with, 2 packages, 8-ounce packages, and we will mix those up until they're whipped before doing anything else. I was lucky enough to get the second egg that I needed from the chickens today. They're not laying super well, so it's nice to have fresh eggs. We're gonna mix together the eggs and the whipping cream. So before we add the cream, I'm gonna mix together the eggs. And then I'm just gonna look at how much I've got there. It's hard to see because this thing is old. Okay. So I should just fill it up to about a cup. There we are. And give it another stir. To this, we're also going to add the vanilla at about a teaspoon. And the pepper. Now you can use the store-bought peppermint extract, but I like peppermint. Oh my gosh, I can't say it. I like peppermint oil because I always have it here. It's something that I use in the spa quite a bit. So to get peppermint oil out without, okay, so this is super strong stuff and you don't need very much. So to get it out, what I usually do is I use a straw, kind of like a pipette, and then just add, there, that would be maybe 4 drops. That's likely enough. I'll test after I've mixed everything together, just to make sure that that's the right amount. But for now, that's where we're gonna start, because it is better to underdo the peppermint than to overdo it, trust me. All right, 2/3 cup of sugar. Then we'll turn it on and slowly add our liquid. Sometimes you gotta just make your own splash guard. I've scraped down the sides and I'm just gonna change my attachment so that I can get rid of some of those delicious chunks, because nobody likes a chunky cheesecake. Here's a little tip. And there we are, a lovely smooth cheesecake with the easiest splash guard ever. I can smell the crust. You probably can't see any difference in color, but once you start to smell it, you know you're there. You're at the right amount of cooking. So out they come for just a moment. We will add the cheese. Okay, so I'll try to pour an even amount of cheese mixture into each of these little muffin tins. I did test for peppermint and it's great. There's a hint of peppermint, but I don't want it to be overpowering. I just want it to be smooth and genuine. We can overdo the peppermint with the topping later. Okay, they're filled and ready to go back into the oven. Okay, well that's cooking, and I'll give you the cooking time at the end here. I forgot to write it down, so I'm not 100% sure how long they need. So I will let you know when I get them out. And I'll show you what to look for. But anyway, while they're cooking, the tedious part is unwrapping all these silly little candy canes and hopefully not having them break. And also not getting sticky fingers, because as soon as that happens, oops. I mean, that's fine if they break. It's just harder to get them out. But sticky fingers means that you're gonna stick to the plastic and it's gonna be messier. Ugh. It's not my favorite job. This job and peeling garlic in August are probably the most tedious jobs I can think of in the kitchen. So I'm gonna do, yeah, I'll probably do all of these. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 10 for 2 dozen cheesecakes. Okay, so I'm just gonna cover these lovelies with some plastic. They'll hopefully save some of the mess, and then start crunching them. It's not really saving the mess too much. So these guys have been in for 30 minutes, and the reason I know they're done is if you do this, give it a little jiggle, they don't move. I also had touched the top of that one about 10 minutes ago, and it was still quite liquidy. So this is how you know they're done. And now the hard part. You have to wait for them to cool. And once they're cooled, take some of that smashed candy cane and just sprinkle a little on each cheesecake. Voila!